I got a call one night as I was preparing to teach a night class. It was a woman from a boutique advertising agency in Sydney. She told me that she'd just taken on a new client who wanted to release a new underwear brand into the Australian market, and she told them that she could make something for them go viral. Now, the problem was it wasn't going viral, and her client wanted answers. It sounded like they wanted to sue. She wanted my advice on how she could fix it and make it go viral. Now, I knew what she was asking me was impossible. If something isn't already getting a lot of attention, then it's unlikely that it ever will. Making marketing content go viral begins at day one, before a line of text is written, before any photos are taken, and before any footage is shot. You can't make something go viral after the fact. It doesn't work that way. Viral marketing begins at the beginning, at the planning stage. Let me give you an example of failed marketing. The advertising executive who called me because her ad for the underwear brand wasn't going viral. The movie featured an apartment with a woman dressed in lingerie flicking through a magazine. She stopped on a page that featured a man wearing underwear, kind of like a centerfold. The ad exec used some technology where the movie included the face of the viewer. In this case, my face had been superimposed onto the male body. It was immediately obvious to me why the movie wasn't getting the attention she was expecting. It wasn't shareable. In fact, it created a disincentive to share. People feel awkward about sharing sexually motivated content on the internet. The number one most critical factor that makes something go viral is how shareable it is. It must give the viewer a reason to want to share it with others. Popular things get talked about and shared. If something isn't shareable, it'll never become popular. Back in the day, before we were blessed with the power of the internet, brands used to fight for the attention of journalists. Public relations was seen as the magic bullet. Getting coverage in newspapers and on news channels was the most efficient way to get noticed by the public and not drowned out by the thousands of other brands in the market, all competing for the scarce attention of consumers. One way brands used to get noticed was by creating something controversial. Calvin Klein, for example, posted almost naked pictures of models in Times Square. Benetton, more recently, photoshopped an image of the Pope French kissing a Muslim leader. I mean, sure, these examples are going to get a lot of attention because they're shocking, but creating controversy is very different to creating something that has the potential to go viral. These examples might get some attention in the newspapers, but they can also damage your brand by creating the wrong associations. Controversy is difficult to pull off without challenging people's value systems. You must ask yourself whether you really want to build a brand that people think of as an attention seeker. Remember, people build strong associations about your brand at every touch point and every interaction. You want to build a brand that people trust and respect. That'll win you the game in the end. Even worse than this, controversial content is often not shareable. People nowadays think twice about sharing stuff that might make other people wince or feel uncomfortable. Viral content is not the same as creating something that's controversial. Creating viral content is all about creating something that has a reason to be shared.